Hi friends, David here from Learn Stage Lighting, and if there is anything I hate in this world, whether you're a hobbyist, a professional, or anywhere in between, somebody working at a church, for a band, for a DJ, wherever you are in lighting, in many cases, there's going to be a time where you need to move your lights, right? They're in one place and they need to go somewhere else, and they need to get there. You may be transporting them within the building, or you might be transporting them out of the building. But no matter what, the really important thing when you take a light down and you move it somewhere else is what? That you don't break it, right? And that's what we're gonna talk about today. So today I wanna walk through and look at all sorts of different cases and ways to protect our gear. Because while I'm a firm believer in protecting your gear and doing a good job with that, I see a lot of really bad information out there. Like people go, hey, you have to get road cases for your gear. There's no other way to protect them. But if you're in a gigging band and you put everything in the back of a Suburban or a van or something, then road cases are a really bad idea. And if you have stairs to get into your venues, road cases are also a really bad idea. But at the same time, keeping them in the kind of breaking apart cardboard boxes that your lights came in, or worse, not using any sort of case, really opens you up to stuff getting bumped and broken when you are bringing it into a venue. Somebody sets it down, it runs into something, and boom, the investment you just made in your lights is now broken. On the other hand, if you have them in some sort of protection, then they can take the occasional bumps, they can take a little bit of abuse, and they're going to be okay. And more often than not, those types of protective cases and stuff, if you buy decent ones, are going to way outlive even the lights you currently have. And maybe when you get new lights, you can still use the same type of case. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So we've got a whole bunch of different things here from Learn Stage Lighting gear and elsewhere that we want to talk about. So first, when people think about cases, they a lot of times think about road cases, right? And we've had Gator for a while here at Learn Stage Lighting gear by Above AVL. And I just got to tell you, Gator is one of the best deals out there for people like us, the Above AVL Learn Stage Lighting crowd. Meaning that when you just need to order one or two cases and get it shipped to you, Gator's really the bomb, because as a dealer, they really have some great shipping policies that help us be able to offer cases on our site, ship them free to you, and even quote them out and not lose money. With a lot of other brands, if we sell a single case, we end up losing money on it. It's not cool. And we want you to protect your stuff. So first, I just want to walk you through a really sweet road case. This is one of their tour pack type trunks. And it's really cool because not only is it well built, it's about 1/2 inch or 12 millimeter plywood. It's nice, got carpet on the inside. But you actually get, with a lot of the models, these wooden bins that sit inside a tray inside the bottom. And then even in the bottom, I think it's in the other side, you'll also get a case level, a case label for the outside, some big old silica gels. But they also have inside dividers that go in the bottom, so that whole bottom section, you can actually insert these into it and have dividers that go across. You can divide your different cables and have that all in a single case. The cool thing about a trunk type case like these is if you are playing in venues where you don't have stairs, or you're all within the same building, like a church or something, this can be a great way to store, not only cables and hardware and things like that, drum hardware, amps, whatever, but also you're able to go ahead and you could store fixtures in there, either with packing blankets or with the foam that came in their cases originally, or do your own custom foam. And then you can customize it as your needs change over time, which is really cool. But for a lot of people, if you are, like I said, doing stairs, if you're putting things in vehicles that are not like a truck or trailer where, there's no way to just wheel straight into it, then you really don't want a road case like this, right? Because a road case like this, once it's full of stuff and you've got to lift it, is gonna be a major pain in your butt, and you don't want to do that. What are your options for protecting your stuff? Well, depending on the level of use and abuse that you're going to put on them, there are a lot of different options. Like another great one from Gator that we've got here is their bags. Okay, this is one of their lighting fixture bags. They have 3 or 4 of all varying sizes. And for about each size, they have a variant with wheels and one like this with no wheels, but with a carry strap, okay? And these are really cool because what makes these cool is the fact that you can take them. They're really quite a nice bag. The sewing's good. The innards feel good. You know, the zippers feel good. I've seen people buy these and use them in, honestly, like real production companies that use road cases, use these hard and have them last. Like I know a local company that has some 10-year-old ones. And yes, the zippers are all kind of jacked up, but they still work. Like, and so that's pretty incredible. And that's really hard use. But what's cool about these, if you check out the inside, is that they have these dividers in them. And I don't know how easy it is to see because it's a little dark. There we go. And these dividers are awesome because they are completely customizable. So they're just Velcro on both sides. Okay. You just pull them out like that, right? I just pulled one completely out, you know, just like that. Got some Velcro on both sides. And that means you can adjust the size of the inside to whatever you need. So we've had people use these bags for pars, of course, you know, wash lights, but also small moving heads work great in these bags. And they do protect them sufficiently because you can go ahead and you adjust your dividers to exactly where you might need them to be. You can then leave some space for cables or even put some extra foam in the bottom if it's a moving head. And then without spending a lot of money, you're actually protecting your stuff really well. If you need to step it up from there, like, you know, you might say, okay, David, you know, a bag like that is great if you're kind of like a gigging band or a church. You kind of store things on the shelf, then take it to a different room, store it on the shelf, take it to a different room. You know, that's great for those applications. But I gotta fly with this stuff sometimes, or I do a lot of shows and I'm not super nice to my gear, but I still have to do stairs sometimes and things like that. Well, then you might want to look at a Pelican style case. So this is a case for a laser, but there's lots of them. And a Pelican style case just simply is, you know, waterproof latched. Some people call them like a gun style case. And there's lots of places you can get them. We've got some great ones from Gator again, and they really do offer a good value, I find. But if you get Pelican ones or like our custom Onyx cases for like NX1s and NX2s and the wings and the touches and all that jazz, even the 80JWMX1, we have a case for on our site with custom foam. Whether you do custom or non-custom foam, if you've got your stuff secure in these cases, you can generally just zip tie them shut where the places are for the locks, and you can fly with them, and your stuff generally is going to stay safe as long as it's protected well on the inside. And you can fly. I mean, like I've got a Pelican over there that is probably at least 10 years old, and when I was kind of at my prime of doing lighting design for shows, I was flying constantly, just on plane after plane after plane. And I would check it because it had tools in it. So it was going through the rough luggage handling, and it still works as well as the day I got it. Nothing's ever broken on it. These style cases are really good for that. Okay, so when it comes down to it, protecting your lights really, really matters. It really does. And it's definitely something to do. There's kind of one more thing I do want to show you quick that is a little bit different than a typical case or bag, but still really fits that bill for protecting your stuff. And while I get there, of course, you know, we've got the full line of Gator stuff. Whether you see it on our site or not, you can always ask for stuff, but we've got racks and cases and, you know, really cool mic stand cases. We can put a bunch of that on the screen. But this is kind of a cool one here, I thought, and so I want to try it out today. And this is actually a table either for a keyboard or a lighting console. Okay, so I just got it out of the box and I want to show it to you because how often have you ended up on a gig and, you know, you're using just a folding table or, you know, a venue supplied table that feels all rickety? And I've even heard of people where they were doing a show and their table fell and broke and the console hit the ground, right? You don't want this to happen. So one of the ways to do it is to bring your own table, which is kind of bulky. These are not. So this is a really cool deal here from Gator. And now that I see it in person, I can tell you that this would definitely fit into like a tripod or a golf club type case. So if you needed to transport it somewhere, you totally could. But I want to take a look at how it goes together. And so let's take a look. I'm just opening this again, first time. So this is like brand new off the cuff. But it's got some little clips here. So I'm going to take care of those first to pull out my legs. Okay, well, that was easy. Little corner guy right there. I think you can see that pretty well on camera, right? Just a little push the corner in just like any other folding table. And this is the first time I've taken this out, so there's some little plastic clips. They seem to be of actually pretty good quality there. If you kind of zoom in on that there, like, I mean, if you're rough with them, they'd break, but I think if you take care of them, they won't. And then we have basically a little puller here, a little pull button. And then if we pulled that, we're able to get this out. Oh, beautiful. And don't know if you can see that on your side, you can. It's labeled so that matching 4 legs is not a pain in the butt. Okay, I'm gonna go nice and high here. So I'm going to the 2 level. Okay, oh, but I didn't lock that second corner in, so it started drifting on me in there. I can't line anything up. Back to the, I guess this is the max height. Okay. And then I'm going to go to the other side. And then I spread. So come back over here. We're going to spread. Because ultimately protecting your console, or even just like, you know, when you get a table, like even if you carry a table with you for gigs, like they always seem to break, right? So I'm going to spread these legs out all the way. And then it's got kind of some nice rubber here on the top. Feels really nice. And so now let's just pop the other side. So we'll go ahead, do that. Drop those guys. Drop these. And then just gonna sit her down real quick. Pull these legs out, and somebody from Gator will probably watch this and be like, he's doing that all wrong, which has happened to so many manufacturers. But I like, when I look at new products, to always look at, okay, how easy is this for someone to just walk up to and really understand, right? Without a lot of instruction. Because I think if something's really well designed, it should be fairly intuitive. There, I think just because it was new, it took a little extra pull on that first time. Cool. And then, so now we're all good. Corners are locked. And so voila, we have ourselves a pretty nice console table. Feels really good. I think we're gonna have to stay in the side camera. And overall, I guess, okay, I can actually, it looks like they design it to go fairly straight across, but I can actually get a little more distance out of these if I pull them past their kind of 90-degree bend. We've got a nice little rubbery bumper here. Okay. And this honestly feels like a great height for doing lighting while standing. Put a little weight on it. Probably more weight than is allowed on it, and it feels really good. So let's go ahead and just pick up the console here, which I've got, of course, all kinds of stuff plugged into. We'll just drop that on the floor. Why not? And some of these cables might be short, so we're gonna unplug DMX real quick to some of these. Oh, actually, yeah, I'm just gonna have to pull power. So we'll pull everything. It'll be fun. And then pull this over here. Yeah, even not in the case, I'm really digging the height right now. As you could probably previously see, I just had the console on a road case, which has kind of annoyed me for quite some time. And this is just a lot better. It's more ergonomic, it's higher, it works well at height. You know, there's a little wobble to it, but I think it really feels fine. It's nice, unlike a case, to have my legs completely free under it. That's a huge thing on shows. Like, I never feel good about that. But I think overall, it's a pretty good win. Like, it's not expensive. And I think for the price point, it's really pretty solid. I think if you take care of it, it'll last a long time. Is it designed to be thrown and beaten around? No. Like, it's not that heavy duty, but I think it's really reasonably priced. And so definitely possibly worth checking out. So whether you're looking for something to hold your console, like we've got right here, whether you're looking for bags, right? Whether you're looking for full-on road cases, Pelican style cases, or anything in between, we're your experts over at Above AVL by Lauren Stage Lighting Gear. And we would love to help you find exactly what you need for the stuff you want to protect. Not only that, but get you new stuff, more stuff to protect. Whenever you need lights or AV, come to us first. We love to help, and we love to help you find the perfect fit for your needs and quote it out at your personalized price. If that sounds good, then we'll see you guys over at Lauren Stage Lighting Gear by Above AVL. Check out all of this cool stuff that we checked out today here from Gator. We paid for all of it, and it's our opinion. And we could be dealers for lots of case companies, but Gator's just been, we have other case companies that we're dealers for, but Gator's been a really good fit for a lot of things. Are they the perfect thing for everybody? No, not always, but they're really good fit, really good value. We feel it's worth it. Our customers have been really happy, and we'd love to make you happy too. So come check it out. We'd love to help, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Thanks.